No.
Welcome back. Now with the full crew this time. Twang returning to the seat over there. Our crew had to split their directions as up the mountain to the Dracovum there were workers for the Fartificer and the pirate rifleist Iguan. The workers setting up suspicious nets on one side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain, the way up to the Dracovum itself. Twang valiantly dashing off after the workers to try to interfere with their plans. The rest of the crew running up to the Dracovum itself, having an altercation. Several people nearly dying. Some rough moments in between. But ultimately, coming out on top with Nyla convincing the Dragonborn pilgrim to finally do something, and was able to tackle Maleo, the Fartificer, as he's become known, out the open air side of this floating mountain above a mountain. After you all were able to take down Iguan to 0, although he's not quite dead yet. But you did observe a use of the Featherfall spell down the mountain as he landed safely. A pact has been made between Aoife and a mysterious dragon voice that has been in the head of Nyla, and a burst of magical energy has allowed for an instantaneous short rest. People have leveled up. Without a full long rest getting all of your features back, you're now looking down the mountain at an escaping pirate crew and artificer with several crystalline dragon eggs, which are going to be used for nefarious purposes you know of. So, what to do is the current question for 3 of you up in the mountain. You have attuned to magic items, picked up new spell slots, picked up a feat or ability score increases. One of you picking up an entirely other class, as one does. And now looking at the unconscious but stable Iguan, stripped of his equipment, still passed out as you all decide what to do after this burst of energy.
We just took our short rest, yeah?
Yes. So hit dice have been burned to restore full hit points, but no other features restored other than whatever you gained via level up.
So, point of order.
Sure.
If, like, in the level up, we got access to, say, an additional spell slot, then we have that extra one now that we could use, even if we had burned through everything we had before.
Exactly. Like, if you went from 2 second level spell slots to 3, you get that that one, so now you're sitting on one of those, that one spell slot, so.
Fascinating. Okay, I can't get us down this fucking mountain.
I can get us down the fucking mountain, so if you want to, we could also bring Iguan.
I think we need to bring him, because I think that's our bargaining chip.
That's a good point. Very smart. Alright.
And we can always kill him when we get down there if we have to.
Yes, I agree, he's a little fucker. Who's the strongest one? Who wants to carry him?
Oh dear.
Or you want to throw him off?
It's an amazing question. I have a 10.
Alright,
I was gonna say Twang has a 19, but he's not there.
I know.
Whatever Twang is right now.
I have a 16.
15?
16.
16. That's very high.
Goes to Ashi. Please pick him up.
Looks like Ashi's gonna be chucking this mofo.
I'd chuck him.
As you see before you, the person who has sworn to kill you in one phrase or another, probably 2 or 3 times, is currently unconscious. Bleeding has stopped, and everybody's kind of like looking at it, sizing each other up, and realizing you're the one who would need to pick him up to carry him out this hole in the side of the mountain. You now have his pistol and his rifle. And the ammunition for both. Also, taking a look around, I believe... Nyla, you have a high enough passive perception for this. You see in the stonework little glints, now that you're not in a we need to fight or die scenario, little glints of like gemstones, just occasionally studding the walls in here. Otherwise it's rock and dirt and sand, but there are little glints of gemstone in and around the area.
I asked the voice in my head, is it okay to take gemstones from here?
You have a response of like, the children of the sky have been stolen.
Yes.
I just look over at Aoife and like, yeah, it's fucking creepy, isn't it?
Just take it real quick. Let's go.
We're gonna go.
And Ashley just staying there like, no thoughts had emptied.
Actually, just sort of, just like staring down at Iguan, kind of deciding what to do, and also getting distracted and thinking of random things.
I
I
had
mean, you
voices
do
in
get
my
to throw
head.
him off the mountain.
Or I could not.
Kick his body off the mountain, and jump.
Or just
Everybody
carry him
come
on my
on.
back.
It has to be at the same time, by the way.
Okay.
Let's expect somebody to dive off and go, oh no.
Alright.
And I'm gonna cast Featherfall on the four of us.
Alright.
Okay.
And that is my last. That should be my last of the day.
So, Ashy throws Iguan on her back, and you all make the jump off, casting Featherfall. Your speed of descent reduces significantly.
Can I wait until we're like halfway down, or like more than halfway down
Yeah.
to cast it?
I'm gonna say, give me
Ooh, oh god.
I don't know, like.
I'm gonna say
The
a
chance to cast it.
perception check.
Okay. Not terrible, but we'll see what it to. My perception isn't very high though. It's not. 11.
11, okay. You get a little distracted, especially by the ragdollness of Ashy holding on to Iguan's unconscious body. Ashy, make an athletics check for me.
Alright.
I don't know if you've ever no-shoot jumped off a mountain with a body on your back, but
+3.
yeah.
I feel like if you look down, you see the ground coming at you, you're like, oh, shit.
Oh, did you roll and roll 20, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What?
So I got 13.
There it goes. Okay. Yeah, with the +3, so 13. You keep a hold of him. It takes it gets a little precarious a couple times, but you manage to re-establish a grip and kind of sync up with the rest of the group. You all get most of the way down, and then Aoife fires off the Featherfall.
I can't let you do that.
Soundboard.
Soundboard came through
Terrifying.
hard.
Say like, what? Do we all hear that?
A wizard on the side of the mountain has cast counterspell to the Featherfall. Things got much
I
worse
knew it.
very quickly. No.
A new enemy. Random wizardess.
A new challenger approaches. No, you're fine. Now, you didn't get great on your perception, but you are within the range when you cast Featherfall, where you will be using the Featherfall to get to a landing point versus just using gravity.
Okay, that's good. That's nice.
But there is about, I believe it lasts for a minute. You have almost that full minute of floating down slowly.
Oh, okay.
And you all can see that there's about a 500-foot gap of, like, rushing away the group of pirates and Malayo making their way away from where you all are coming down the land. Let's have Nyla and Ashley make perception checks as well.
Natural 20
Yeah.
for a 24.
I got a -1, so I got 1.
You got one with a 1 and the 24. Very different things. Ashley, you are staring at some fire below you. Kind of panicking, trying to make sure you find a way over to the rocky path versus the nets that have been set ablaze by the fleeing pirates. Nyla, you spot a tied-up twang on the rocky path, gagged and roped completely, looking like a good, most of a dozen men all jumped him at the exact same time, pinned him down, and tied him up with some rope. You imagine there's some bruised kneecaps in that process, but the rope is also right next to where the fire is approaching, so you're seeing that you're going to have very little time to put that out before Twang is dealing with some fire issues. But you all land and have a bead on Twang, who was kind of set aside, like gear packs kind of got left on top of him to hide him so he wouldn't get noticed. But the fire is approaching him, but you have a chance to do something about it.
How far is Twang from me?
About 30 feet.
Can I cast Mage Hand and have Mage Hand try to untie him?
You can, because of special features.
Okay.
You're able to cast and then use your bonus action to have it do a thing immediately. So go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh!
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Apparently one of the pirates tied him up in a big bow. He's fine. You're like, oh, the end's here, and just yank, and it immediately just woof, and goes loose. Twang, you gotta get the chance to pull the gag out of your mouth and stand up.
So many bad guys. So many.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have gone on your own then.
Heat of the moment.
So rude. That was so rude. But
I'm sorry.
I'm sure you did I'm sure you did the best you could, and that's all we can ask of you. We're so proud. I'm gonna run towards where the so is the fire approaching that area?
Yeah, but it's not really your problem at a certain point. It's just stuff that's on fire on a rocky mountainside. It's not really going to cause you any problems if you just leave.
Okay, so it's not going to randomly start a wildfire. Or
right.
anything.
You all are well up the mountain at this point, so.
Okay. Yeah, freaking run.
Right.
We gotta run. Let's go.
All right.
Oh God, for Ashy.
I'm gonna want an athletics check from everybody.
I
Oh, boy.
always want athletics checks.
I don't always and only want
What
them.
if I just decide to fall down the side of the mountain?
It's just the first thing to do.
What if I want to fail?
What if I want to just
What if
jump?
I just decide to sit down? I don't want
I don't wanna.
It's not good, Jeff. It isn't a good roll.
And you said
I
acrobatics?
said athletics.
Athletics.
Yes.
That would be with a +6 thanks to my big ogre gloves.
Yes.
I
And
got
that would come with... That would be a 25.
Cool. That's
Ooh.
good. That's good.
Very, very nice.
I don't know why this
I
keeps
got a-
getting unset. There we go.
I got a 14. I'm gonna blame the fact I'm carrying a dude.
14.
Valid.
Bad.
Still backpacking
Right.
this guy.
See it.
That just made me realize. I forget. Was he tied up or?
He's tied up.
Yeah, oh yeah, you guys took a sec to tie him up before trading magical entities with voices in the back of your head. But
I
yes,
was about
he
to
is
say,
tied.
is he just loose on my back, or is he actually cannot move once he wakes up?
Right. Everybody did pretty all right, actually. All things considered. With the exception of Chris, I guess.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say,
Not
really?
everybody did great, I guess.
Really?
All right. The only one to have any issues, hastily running down a gravel and rock path down a mountainside, is Chris. The ability to run down a mountain without having any issues is unique to a few people. From my understanding, it's a little dangerous. We're also going to need an acrobatics check from everybody.
Oh, dexterity. I can work with
That's
dexterity.
better for me.
Same.
20.
Hey!
Ooh, I got another 19. That is with proficiency, so that is a +7, so 26.
Good
On the net
gods.
20, I have a +4. So,
Oh
I got
my.
a hot 12.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, getting down the mountain is a combination of strength and dexterity. It is a rough path, although there is a path. You all have made significant gains on the other group. Get one more. Yeah, all right. To the point that you all are still coming down the mountain as they are hastily putting the camp together, as you all kind of round the bend and get into visual range, only about 100 feet from the campsite, and you can see the 8 or so men getting things packed up, and Maleo also looking up at you all rushing down the mountainside.
Ah, he sees us already.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we see who...
You're all running down the mountain. It's kind of hard to
Yeah.
hide while doing so.
Do we get to see who, or like, can make any assumptions about where the eggs are on their persons?
Make an insight check for me.
Okay. I don't know that. 17 plus... 19.
19. Yeah, the side saddle packs of those donkeys they have are very full. They are pulled tight by their contents, which you can't literally see, but it's not hard to infer. Oh, they
Right.
stuffed these on the donkeys.
Only.
So yeah, you are pretty assured that they've got 2 on each donkey on the side packs, as they are all grabbing, getting their weapons loaded and aimed up the mountain.
Mm-hmm. How far are we right now?
About 100 feet.
Okay. I can't cast any of those.
Okay, we're 100 feet out. We can all see them, including the fartificer.
Indeed. You are all kind of looking at each other. Everybody kind of sizing each other up in the moment of, like, is this going to be a talk, no talk kind of situation? But everybody's staring at each other, seeing if somebody's going to take the initiative and do a thing that triggers everybody else doing their things, or what's going on.
Fuck. Alright. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Okay. It's fine. And just, like, shout out, and it's like, hey, we have the captain that your boy here left to die. Do you want him?
You hear a yell from the back. There's one of those. What do you propose?
I mean, we can do an exchange right here, right now.
Maleo snaps, there's the clank of a gauntlet as he chink and like he snaps his fingers, but at one of the crew who go around the corner and drag out from behind the tree the tied up pilgrim that tackled Maleo to get him off of, well, you. And kind of just dragged up to the front. One of the pirates puts a sword to the neck. Like, Simple trade. Man for man.
It does seem quite fair.
Oh.
Thanks, Twang. That's super, super helpful.
Y'all are
Wait,
up the
I'm
mountain.
just-
You're far enough apart you can all, like, discuss with each other without,
Yeah.
like, hearing the other group, you know.
I mean, it is 1 for 1. The math works out.
It's 1 for 1, but we need the eggs.
We need yeah.
Oh,
It's a bit.
sorry, I was busy being tied up.
Don't worry about it.
Whatever you do on your time, we're not here to judge. So,
What?
I want to get an Arcana check from Aoife.
Okay. Ooh, I like this. Well, Arcana is plus 2. 17.
17. You hear a little whisper, and what has been a growl and a shout up to this point, due to the immediate nature of needing to take action, turns into just a mischievous whisper of just, hold on. So they'll trade you, and you can just follow them and kill them later?
Fair point. I'm not saying that. Alright, or whatever.
Crew fuck whatever.
I
fuck
love
whatever.
that team.
Well,
Yeah.
Beautiful team name. Beautiful team
Crew
name.
fuck whatever.
I think we have the party name.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's better than literally nothing, so.
It's Scandinavian. It's crew fuck whatever.
What if we do the thing that we did before? We trade, we wait them out, we'll make count, we take things back.
I like it.
I mean, if we can hurt them, sure.
Well, we know that the individual members of the crew suck and are not good at things.
Right.
We also know that the artificer has had to burn through a lot of his stuff because we had to burn through a lot of our stuff.
Good point.
And they're
They might be at their
they don't have a healer. They're gonna have to burn through potions to bring him back up. And we have his cool weapon.
Right.
Is it even smart to give him back?
Are you proposing that
We're not giving his stuff back, we're just giving him back.
I know, but just giving him back in general, is that even smart?
Oh, the man.
I don't like him.
No, I don't like him, but he's a pirate.
We
What's
need
his- Are you proposing that we wait it out and attack tonight, or are you trying to say that we should attack right now? Nyla.
I am just simply saying that in the past he nearly killed Nyla by shooting her.
Correct.
and
Should
we
we-
have his gun.
So then we should shoot him with his gun.
Or we could use him to get information to find out where their ship is.
But that's... Actually, that makes sense. Okay, fine.
Why deal with them here when we can deal with the source of the problem? Get there before them. So they don't have a ship to bring it back to.
But that, what are we doing here? Would we just take him and run again? Like,
All I'm saying is I have a reputation for destroying ships.
great. Awesome.
Good! That is what we need right now.
Why do we need the ship?
Isn't that what they're bringing it to? They can't really put them onto the ship that they're attaching it to if the ship is destroyed.
Yes, and we can get you drunk again so you can ram into it and then kapooey, everything's gone.
Right. Well, do we trade him or do we don't trade him? That's basically what it is.
My only concern is if we don't trade him, what happens to the pilgrim?
Yeah. It becomes a bad one.
I mean, he did do good by us, to be fair.
We could also kill him again later. Or follow if it comes to it.
I say we do the trade.
Trade.
Yes.
We'll trade him. Don't worry, we will kill him later.
Okay.
We'll kill him later. It'll be fine.
He's not conscious, right?
No. He's
Oh,
fully out. He's stable. He's stable. It's fine.
Can I
He's
slap
fully
him?
out. Yeah, go ahead.
Roll an attack with advantage.
Awesome. I guess I would just roll a 2d20
2d20?
and pick the higher.
Mhm.
This is statistically wonderful.
That's amazing.
I fucked up so bad I managed to do it twice.
Make a dexterity save.
You're gonna like
Oh,
accidentally
no.
slap Ashy.
Did you? Are you gonna slap him awake right now?
I'm sorry. Okay, well, if it's a dexterity save, that's my saving throw, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a +7, which is a 20, I
Nice.
believe.
20, nice. Everybody watches, and I mean everybody. There's people you didn't know were here are watching this. Dwayne
That wizard on the side of the mountain.
got
A random
full like
family.
ogre strength gauntlets in hand, grabs and lifts with an ease that didn't come even to Ashy to like just pick this guy off the ground, and then goes to slap and slips super hard, falling like missing completely and like crap falling forward, but then just like kind of tumble, scramble, and like coming to a stop, like right at the edge of a small like 20-foot cliff, and then kind of scrambling back to the path, with everybody watching very confused about exactly what just happened.
Shh.
And a confused artificer, it goes, and
I was taking the dust off him.
so the reaction on the scenario, is one of the pirate guys going like, I guess we're doing this, and draws the sword across the pilgrim down below. There's about 100
Fucking
foot gap to
hell.
clear. We're gonna have to roll
Run?
initiative.
Yeah.
Oh.
Run?
Nat ones, man.
I just wanted to stab him.
Well, I rolled a 19.
The situation
So I got
slapped you.
21. 22.
The situation did slap me. I had advantage, and RNGesus was like, "No, you don't."
No.
The game was rigged from the start.
How much I don't like being high in initiative.
Right.
Okay,
Keep being
well,
low.
my initiative would come with a lovely +5, so hopefully I don't roll another one.
Roll those roll stats.
I got a
level,
2. 7.
Oh, that was Vix's. So that's Vix. What's your dex bonus?
My dex is +4,
+4. Okay, so you're at a 12.
so I don't have the lowest.
Right. That's awesome.
Flying is very sad right now.
Right.
That's why he's going last. He's just upset.
Sad.
One of those just like, oh no.
I have ogre gloves and I can't even hit people with them.
Alright. Let's see. I'll just put them on that number for ease of reference. Okay. Aoife, first to go, you see the crap fall and see one of the pirates panic and take out their prisoner to alleviate them from having to manage him, and then look up to you all. They seem to be getting crossbows ready, but
Mhm.
you're the quickest draw in the area.
I would simply like to. What does the ground look like?
So it's rock and gravel until you get down to the forest line, which is a little past where where their encampment is. So you're pretty much looking at rock and gravel.
Okay, so probably, and because all their eyes on me, it might be hard to hide if
Yeah.
I ran out. Yeah.
You could make an argument that there could be a rocky outcropping you could get behind, possibly with an athletics check to make sure you're not in a bad position.
Well, I want to run to get closer.
Sure.
And what is my speed? 30 feet. They're 100 feet away. Run up 30 feet.
You also got that fun bonus action dash stuff going on.
Yeah, if we want to do that. Bonus. Where are the donkey? Where are they in front of them? Like in respect to the people I'm trying to run towards.
They're in the general area. They're kind of just mixed in. You see, like, one or two have taken cover behind the donkeys. But for the most part, it's just, it's an encampment with the donkeys kind of mixed in, but they are in the middle of it. If you had fireball or something, it'd be a bad idea if you didn't want to hurt donkeys.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't want them to run away. Okay, fine. I'll move. We move at 30 feet. Bonus action dash. No, I don't need that. No, bonus action dash, and can I still use my action?
Yeah.
To, Eldritch Blast.
Oh!
A
A fun new thing.
It's very fun. Our artificer friend, I think.
After the artificer, sure.
Yes.
Make your attack roll.
Oh, I just remember that artificer is super high attack roll.
Yeah, he does have a high AC, that's true. You all are very familiar that he's got a bunch of armor and a shield.
This wait. Yeah, whatever, I'll do it. Ooh! Okay. My attack is plus. What is the spell modifier? Is it just like plus?
It's your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus is your bonus to attack.
Okay. So 19 plus 5.
19 plus 5 is a 24, which hits the artificer. One of the very few attack rolls that just hit the artificer.
Good job.
I think I've only hit him twice to begin with. It's 1d10. Oh shit. And that's it. Just 1d10 flat.
Yep.
Okay, well, fine.
There are bonuses at later levels.
Yeah. 5.
5 damage. Nothing to sneeze at.
5.
A spark of energy in your hand turns a mix of blue and red, and then kind of seems like it goes past, and he's like, "What?" And then blood drips out from under the armor, and a confused-looking, heavily armored man looks back up the mountain at you. And then I believe that is the whole of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay.
Up next, the plethora of pirate dudes. One, again, cutting down the pilgrim. Unsure if he's dead, or just unconscious at this point. The rest raise or pull out crossbows and take aim up the mountain at the whole of you all. And take aim and fire. So, Aoife.
Yes.
I'm get a 7 and a 9 don't hit you.
No, but also the point that does bring up the question. So the brooch of shielding is what I'm wearing now to connect with, or that I use to connect with Dragon Person. Does that do anything to my AC?
No.
Okay, never mind that.
There's some very specific uses, and that is all. Force damage, resistance, and immunity to magic missile. And also, apparently, although it's not listed, deflecting crossbow bolts, because they went nowhere near you. Looks like Chris might have to reset that camera again. Hope! Twang!
I don't like the
I'm
way you said
betting
that.
an 11 misses, but I think a 24 hits.
Most certainly.
Right. So Twang takes 6 piercing damage.
By any chance, actually, before I take that damage, I would like to use my reaction with Deflect Missile
You may.
to try and roll a 1d10 and maybe prevent this from happening.
It just uses your reaction. That's right.
Yes, so I will roll my d20 and pray that I don't die.
Right. Or is it a D20 or is it a D...
Or wait, what is it?
It's a
Oh yeah, d10.
D10. Yeah.
Ignore me, I'm not smart.
It's what, D10
Doesn't help.
plus level plus dexterity modifier or something?
Yes. I got a 2.
That's two.
I got a 2 plus
That's-
my dex, which is a 5, so that would be...
Well, it's a D20.
I
You
believe-
need a D10.
Oh, you know, I just rolled a d10
Oh, okay.
in the...
Well, it says D20. Unless my thing keeps not updating. There we go.
I got a
Oh, there we go.
16
Oh,
on...
there we go.
Yeah. So I got a
Um,
2, and that would be plus my dex and monk level, which combined definitely beats 6 damage, I believe you said
Yep.
it was?
Yep. The crossbow bolt flying at you, just grab it, and you're just literally holding it. They're a little out of range for you to throw it back at them.
Dang it.
I think throwing the bolt has a 30-foot range, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll be content with just catching it then.
Yeah. Nevertheless, an impressive snatching of bolt. Nyla, there are 2 that take aim at you. Wow, that's an 8 and a 16.
16 hits.
For 6 damage. And Ashy, that's a 13 and a 17.
The 17 hits.
Gotcha. Oof, that is 10 piercing damage on Ashy.
Ouch.
Everybody kind of steals themselves as this barrage of bolts coming in. One of you catching it, some of you just quick glances, and then one of you just fully in the shoulder. And it just looks down like the scene in Ace Ventura, the second one, where he gets speared in the leg and just screams at it. Bolt fully sticking out of the bone. Alrighty. One more of them grabs the donkeys and starts running down the path away from the situation. The artificer is looking up at everything and looking back at the donkeys leaving. Has to decide how much of a joik he is.
I just smudged it more. That did not help.
Did I get damaged?
Did you get damaged?
I don't know. I was gone for so long.
Oh, you were gone. 2 of them took attacks at you. That's a... I don't remember, so we're rolling them again.
Okay.
I remember that they both low rolled for...
Oh, no, that's right. They were both terrible. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Got
were
your
both
back.
comedically bad. That's true. Well, the artificer, not knowing what happened up the mountain, casts magic missile at Ava. As 3 magical bolts, and then something interesting, a spectral ruby winged dragon form engulfs you as the bolts just hit it like a shield. And a confused artificer is getting tired of this expression on his face, and the armor and like seals up over his face, and pulls up his shield and holds his position. Now,
Freaking awesome.
indeed. Now the rest of you are going to get a chance to go, starting with Nyla.
Okay, so we are 100 feet away from them?
That's right. Except for Eva. She, charged in.
Okay.
Like a crazy
Yeah,
person.
so I'm going to do my 30 feet of movement forward. Not going to be able to burn that yet. Fuck. Okay. Because, yeah, healing word is a 60-foot range.
Mm.
Okay. So I can't bring him back up yet. Instead, how far away is the dude who is taking the donkeys?
He made it an extra, Oh, it's two guys that are taking donkeys at the moment. Or no, one's taking the donkeys and the other one who cut down the pilgrim is following to assist. So right now he's only made it at 20 feet away from the camp. So still in visual. Probably next turn, though, it'll be entering the forest and it'll be harder to get line of sight.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and hit him with an Eldritch Blast for 23.
Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch Blast.
Magic Initiate Warlock!
Ouchie.
Eldritch Blast.
Waiter,
Was that a
waiter,
natural
man.
20?
No.
Oh, I see a 23.
That was- no. It's only an 18. So that's for 7.
Nice.
Sorry, 7 force is the... Oh, 18 plus 5. I gotcha. And for 7 force damage, nice. A very nearly dead ship crew man is now heavily wounded from the back. What does your Eldritch Blast look like? I already kind of accidentally burnt my description on Aoife's.
I don't know. So feel free to like veto any of this.
Sure.
Because Nyla very specifically did not want to make a pact with this dude,
Mm-hmm.
but some of the stuff that he was saying like did legitimately make a lot of sense to her. So it's like,
Right.
no, she doesn't have that associationship, but there's still this like tiny little whisper. So as she shoots it off, it's this
I'd love it.
silvery thing, but tinged with like ruby and sapphire, and it's like,
Right.
oh, that's probably not great.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see the initial spark, the kind of silverish platinum that you're used to when a spell fires off, but then the very familiar looking bolt of energy that Aoife also just a minute ago fired off down there, and you're realizing the parallel, and you're like, oh no, Dad's gonna have words.
Sorry, Bahamas.
Heavily wounded, but still up. Ashy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what are you up to? You're still 100 feet away from the camp, where there's a whole bunch of people shooting at you.
I'm gonna use my new musket.
Musket!
Heck yeah.
Who are you taking aim at?
One of the guys like leading the donkeys away.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The one who's already wounded, or the other one that's running up to help?
Wounded.
Wounded one. Alright, take the shot. So it's 8, and you would have a +6, I believe, with a +4 modifier on dexterity and a +2 proficiency. So,
Okay.
so a 14 on that guy just hits. So that, go ahead and roll your D12 plus 4 damage on the rifle.
6.
6. Enough though. That guy drops. For the first time, just leveling the rifle, like, fires off and echoes through the land. Everyone looking a little shocked at the situation. What do you do with Iguan?
Oh God.
Because you're gonna need hands to operate the rifle.
Eagle was already on the ground though,
Oh,
wasn't
just
he?
dropped him. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking he was like tied to her back, like with rope.
Uh,
C3PO style.
gotcha. Sure. That will reduce your moving speed to have a whole other person strapped to you. But it's possible. So yeah, so we'll say strapped to your back. Slightly more assembled C3PO style. Oh, these Wookiees. But yeah, 1 down. Anything else movement or bonus action wise?
I keep like forgetting what I can and can't do for a bonus.
I don't know. There's not a lot of bonus actions in the game in total. So any features you do have that say bonus action, you just want to, circle or highlight them, and that way you'll have a opportunity to be like, oh yeah, that. Hunter's Mark is the more common spell if you wanted to mark people for a little extra damage as you take aim at them.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll
you wanted to.
I'll do that then.
Okay.
And do it on one of the other guys who have the donkeys.
Gotcha. So burn that first level spell slot, and you have now Hunter's marked the other one that's heading towards the donkeys. Donkeys. The donkeys do not spook.
Nice.
So that's where they're at. Are you moving down the mountain at all? Albeit slowly with someone tied to your back? Or just you like
Sure.
your perch up here?
I'll move down a little bit.
Cool. Alright. Twang, you're 100 feet up a mountain.
So I have an unarmored movement speed of 40. What would I be able to get to with a dash?
You could get to the guy that's running at the donkeys.
I will very happily
if
do
you
that.
want to burn all the 120 feet of movement for the turn. You would have to burn the key point for the bonus action to dash, but you could get there.
Alright. Sure, I have an extra key point. I will burn a key point to reach him.
You all watch as you all are skidding down the pebbles and rocks as you watch Twang just roll out of the crap fall and then just or we'll just say keeps rolling and just at a certain point it stops looking unintentional as Twain then like leaps out and like lands in front of the guy that's heading for the donkeys and then gets in a combat pose.
Imagining he rolled down like Sonic.
Yeah, very Sonic,
I love it.
Right. Back to the top. Aoife,
Yes.
you've made it 60 feet down this mountain before getting just absolutely full passed by Twang.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Love that. How far are the donkeys from me now?
About 60 feet.
60 feet.
60 to, yeah, about 60, 70 feet.
And the people around them.
There's one guy who's now been cut off by Twang, and then the rest have been, like, loading their crossbows to take aim at all of you up the mountain.
Okay.
There's definitely team, like, barrage of bolts, and then there were 2 guys to manage the donkeys leaving.
Okay. So Twang is by the donkeys, basically. I guess I want to dash towards the tree line.
Sure. So movement and dash to, like, get ahead of the donkeys.
Yes.
All right.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then I want
You could get
Ew.
up to one of the donkeys
Ooh.
with that much movement and still have your action.
Okay. Damn. I'll just use my action. Can I just use my action to untie a sack?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Cool. This is going to be 13.
I muted my mic in time for that cough.
Oh.
For the recording, anyways.
Good job.
Oof. Oh, allergy season. Always fun.
Oh, rough.
Ooh. I was doing yard work today. Sorry, 13. You wouldn't be able to. You've got it untied as far as like the flap, but you're not gonna be able to get it like removed from the. But you can also just take the egg out.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're fully able to just grab it.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that then.
Kind of just grab one of the eggs and like kind of football style, although oversized football style, get it underneath your arm.
Okay. And I think that's all I can do because I use action and bonus action. Or both. Yeah. I guess I'm good.
All right. All right. With that, four of them break off. Oh, excuse me. That would just be... No, just two of them. Two of them break off, draw swords, and just drop their crossbows, and then rush over to Aoife and have enough movement to flank her with swords drawn. So,
Uh-oh.
first one... oh my god. The opposite of Twang's slap earlier.
Oh no.
So
Oh, dear.
nat 20 on the first guy.
Fuck.
Ouch.
That's a 16 on the second guy.
Okay. Oh, I also want to note, I don't know who I hit. I hit the artificer.
Yeah.
I can also add 2 bludgeoning damage to my attacks.
Nice. We'll add +2 damage on that.
Yes.
Nice.
Remember. And yeah, okay, so I'll take the L.
The all right. So the 16 hit also.
16, yes, meets.
So that's 14 piercing damage on the first hit. With the crit.
I don't like that number.
And then another 5 damage on the other one.
It's gonna be okay.
The other 6 take aim at their targets that are still up the mountain. Oh, not all their targets are still up the mountain.
I've Sonic rolled off the mountain.
Yeah, one of them Sonic rolled off the mountain. So 2 of them have to actually rush up the mountain to get like good angles on Ashy. And they take their shots. That is an... it's okay. That went real wide. A couple of crossbow bolts just hit the rocks vaguely in Ashy's direction. 2 firing over at Nyla. The 8 misses. The 23 hits, I assume.
Yeah.
They're not individually impressive, but when they're all shooting at you, then it can be a lot. Oof. That is 10 piercing damage on the crossbow.
How is everyone doing?
I'll be okay.
I haven't been hit yet, but I feel like that will be fixed in 5 seconds.
The two grab their no, they're not total idiots. Another two of them drop their crossbows, draw blades, and go to flank Twang.
Oh no.
That is a wow, double 18. That's a math 23 to hit, and a that's very strange. I keep getting doubles on these two dice, but different numbers. The double nat 20, the double nat 18, and then the double nat 17. So
Roll
22.
different ones, please.
Roll
Fully
a
allowed.
couple ones in a row. That'd be great.
So metal and gold sparklies now. So that's 5 piercing damage and 4 piercing damage on the
so
hits
9
that hit
damage.
Twang. Yeah, 9 total on there.
I told you I'd get it. There you go.
Dog. I like the what's up from the dog. Always fun. The artificer also needing to go.
No.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
But what if he did?
But if he doesn't,
But what if
But what
not?
but what if no?
Yeah. He wants to get out of there with his stuff.
Does he?
He does. He wants to leave with his goal.
Aww.
Aoife, you see him, like, through the eye slits of the full plate helmet, just glare at you, but turn and, like, hustle up the mountain a little bit, and point at Nyla. I haven't cast a spell in a long time. I forget how it works.
Nyla.
Nyla, he is casting heat metal on your armor.
Uh-oh.
That is 8 fire damage as your armor starts to glow red hot and singe you as you wear it.
Is that probably halved?
No.
That is.
It is a 2d8 fire damage when you cast a spell, and then until the spell ends, you can use your bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. If you are holding or wearing the object, you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. But there's no way for you to just drop your armor.
I'm resistant to fire damage.
Ooh, that's nice. So that goes from 8 to 4.
So it's 4.
If it does drop the object, or if it doesn't drop the object, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until starting your next turn. So you do get a Constitution saving throw, sort of. It would be to not drop. Yeah, there's a pointless saving throw because you have no ability to drop the object. So there's no way for you to resist dropping the object. You already can't drop the object. But he is concentrating on a heat metal spell, and he kind of looks back to Aoife, and it's like, "Put it back, or your friend burns alive." How worried is Nyla looking up the hill?
I mean,
It does hurt.
let's see. She is hurt. However, yeah, no, she doesn't look worried at all.
Yeah.
She looks pissed off.
Right. Yeah, not looking more angry than anything. Not looking worried, just mad. Well, that is his turn. Nyla is up next.
So, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I am. Yeah. Actually, hold on, real quick. How far away from me was the Fartificer when he cast Heat Metal?
He got 50 feet from you. And
50 feet?
Yep.
Excellent. Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh. Nice.
Fair enough.
What's the wording on Hellish Rebuke?
You point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed, or half as much on a success.
That's
Nice.
fail. Yeah, roll damage. That's
beautiful.
basically on your reaction when he did it. So he kind of looks back to like talk trash back to Aoife, and then gets engulfed in flames himself. Always fun. This is what I get for looking things up with internet, is I don't see the roll then. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, comply me with my wishes, or your friend gets it burns! It burns! That's what it feels like.
Wasn't very nice. And in fact, that hurt him more than he hurt me, probably.
It did hurt him more than it hurt you. That's quite funny to me.
Very funny.
It's okay. Alright, so that was my reaction.
Yep. So that was your reaction before your turn even started. So now your turn starts.
I know. So I'm gonna take my movement and run another 30 feet up, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna set off an Eldritch Blast at the Fartificer.
Go for it.
Ooh.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Oh, he took damage. He has to make his concentration check. That would be a fail, so he has to burn the last of his mind sharpener. Or no, he has one more after that. You see the, like, sort of crown of small gems on the helmet, 2 of which had burnt out earlier. Another one burns out.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast. 16 does not hit.
Oh, right. He has like a 19 or 20 something.
Yeah, it's insane. That natural 20 would have hit, though, and it would have been awesome.
Oh.
It would have been.
Wait, what's that? Isn't that... Sorry, I got distracted reading rules. What was the first roll for? It was your Eldritch
I
Blast,
have to roll at disadvantage.
Oh, right, because you're covered. You have fire on you.
Yeah, because I have fire on me.
Ah.
So, the first one was a natural 20.
Yeah.
That sucks so much.
Kind of aiming, and it's still
mad right
searing.
now. I'm
It doesn't
so
even
mad.
doesn't really even hurt that much, but it's really distracting. Yeah. That is unfortunate.
Fine. It's fine.
So that's your action. Anything, and your movement. Anything else you wanted to do?
No, there's nothing else I can do right now.
Nice. You're only about 20 feet away from the actual artificer, as this beam of energy gleams off the armor. Looks back very irritated. Ashy. Carnage.
No.
Accurate. Accurate.
Absolute carnage as another volley of crossbow bolts is getting prepared to be fired up the mountain.
I will shoot at the guy I had marked.
Nice. The one that was gonna be, well, actually, we didn't actually have that guy do stuff. kind of a wide berth, but he's grabbed one of the donkeys that isn't next to Aoife and started guiding it in to the forest. If you moved forward, you could still take aim and take a shot at him.
Gotcha. I will, in fact, do that.
Do the thing. Take the shot.
Why?
8, which I believe hits exactly, as we established last time.
Yeah, that's the exact same.
The exact same.
I
Yeah.
swear, if I do the exact same damage as well, it's
Yeah,
gonna...
D12 plus 4.
Didn't you get a 2 last time? No,
Right.
You did better.
Okay, I did it twice.
Right. That deeply wounds, nearly one-shots the guy. 4. Let's wait. What? 4 plus 4?
Yeah,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
plus 4. So 8 damage. Nearly takes him down. Kind of scrapes a knee and then pulls himself back up as he has a massive gunshot wound in the shoulder. Just leans back, but Iguan, your tools suck.
He can't hear you right now.
I'll tell him when he wakes up.
If
Oh my. I'm picturing the Rick and Morty episode with Morty like strapped to Rick's back with the power armor and just ragdoll like back and forth as like shots are being fired off. Twang.
If I'm correct, I believe I am surrounded by 3 people.
You are flanked by 2. The third it has broken off and is like dragging away, guiding one of the donkeys away. Aoife being next to the second donkey, currently football carrying a large crystal dragon egg.
Well, I suppose I will turn to the 2 that are attempting to murder me, or at least one of the 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I will try and take a swing at him with my short sword.
Ah,
Would
nice.
we be fighting because I'm on the other side of them?
No, you're on the other side of the donkey.
Okay.
Y'all will need to. You could probably declare moving into flanking positions. It's a little rough because the setup is not tolerating the tail spire. Otherwise, this would be a little more clear. But
May I ask if you are within 5 feet of him?
I?
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Pack tactics.
Yes.
Gotcha. That has not occurred yet, so not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is fine. I will just swing at him with no advantage then. With a 1d20 with a short sword attempt.
You.
That would be an 11 plus my dex and
Plus 5.
efficiency, which would be...
That's a hit.
Nice.
It is dex and proficiency, right? Or am I
Yes.
crazy?
Dexterity modifier and proficiency. Because
Okay, so yeah, that would be a plus 7 overall, so
Yeah, yeah.
18.
You got it.
Okay.
Get the hit. Roll the damage.
And this is just with the dex mod, right?
Yeah. D6 plus your 4 or 5.
Yep, and that would come out to
5
a 10.
10. That is enough to one-shot one of these guys.
Yeah.
It's one of those be like, I call this short sword arrow, and like shoving it in his knee. And
Good
I'll
enough.
never be an adventurer again. Falls over.
Now, may I use a key point to do flurry of blows on the second guy so I can try and hit him twice?
Absolutely.
I will attempt that. I can't promise it will work, but I will try.
Yeah. 2 unarmed strikes.
Yep. So we're gonna roll the first. That is a 6 plus 7, which is
13 just misses.
Darn.
Yeah.
I know that one lands.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
And that would be
You still have a
1d4.
Yeah, D4 plus your 5.
Yep. That would be 1d4 plus 5. So I would do 7.
7. Stabbing one, leveraging up, trying to scissor kick, and then one of them landing. Looks pretty rocked, but not down yet.
I can live with that.
Yeah. They've already been literally decimated.
The one cannot live with that.
Yeah, yeah. One's missing a kneecap. The other one is pretty badly injured. Coming back around to Aoife.
Cool.
You got one egg under an arm and a donkey next to you. Twang looks like he's doing fine.
He's having a great time.
Right. There's a bunch of
people jumping behind me.
There's two people with very heavy armor, very much on fire, on this mountain, kind of staring at each other like there's a big mage battle or something going on. And Ash is just like sniping people from the top of the mountain, one after another.
Sniping's a
Is
good
there
job.
still other crossbow people left?
Oh yeah, there's
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically 7, who's just been yeah, only 2 of them are down, and one of them's in melee on Twang, and one of them's or 2 of them are in melee on you, and then one of them's melee on Twang, one of them's guiding a donkey out, and the rest are like reloading crossbows. So you do have 2 guys on you.
Bonus action disengage.
Yeah.
Go towards the guy who's leading a donkey out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to keep everything in one place.
You could catch up on him. He is just literally dragging this donkey
Right.
to try to get out of the area.
And I think I would like to breath weapon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has to make a dex save.
Yes.
He's gonna make that dex save. So he's gonna
Okay.
take half on the. I think it's still a D10.
Let's make a DC 11 throw. Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely made that.
Okay. Well, I'm right next to him.
Right.
Yep.
Anyway, one of these days I will put the appropriate tabs in the appropriate books. Yeah, you're still a level away from the 2d10 marker, so it's just the d10 of slashing damage.
Yes. Oh, does it? Oh, fail save take half. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Ha ha ha. Okay. Haha. So 5. Or 10. I rolled a 10.
Oh, you rolled a 10. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Now, this one, having already been heavily wounded as he's been shot, the barrage of shards of dragon glass at maximum damage, no matter how much he was able to kind of get out of the majority of the blast, is just shreds him. And he falls. And you just grab the reins of the donkey with your offhand. And
Alright, come on back.
come on back, man.
Keep on fire behind me.
Right. Going on behind you is just like, all right, donkey, let's get back over here.
Animal handling.
Don't worry, it'll be safe. Ah, I'm on fire!
Totally safe.
It's okay back over here. Ah,
It's nice and warm.
Oh no. All right. The 2 that were flanking you are gonna rush back over to you as you're trying to take one of the donkeys. You, based on the movement, I don't think they can get to a flanking position.
Oh, I should have used them.
That is a 7 and a 19.
The 19 will hit.
Alrighty. That is 5 damage.
Okay.
So they have gone. The one left on Twang is left in a duel for his life, and is gonna take a swing at Twang.
Oh no.
Natural 20
A double? Oh no.
Wang.
with a 1 on the die, so 2 plus 2 is 4. So 4 damage to Twang.
Could have gone significantly
I
worse.
picture one of
Can
those
take
things
4.
where Twang, seeing the blade flying towards the chest, just throws his own sword up and like does the thing where he like just catches the blade. It still kind of sticks in the chest. And be like, it's a bad idea. It never works.
That does not work.
We're pulling the blade out and deflecting it.
Don't
catching
try
it
that.
around. All right, 4 with the sticking on the crossbows. 2 take shots at Ashy. That is a 14 to hit and an 11 to hit. Neither.
Sweet.
You've had enough of these bolts flying at you, and you just sort of duck and weave them as they go into the rocks as you line up your shot with the rifle. The 2 shots at Nyla. That is a 17 and a 10.
17 hits.
Ooh, that is 4 damage. Artificer, looking around, frustrated, uses the bonus action for the heat metal damage. That is 13 halved to 6 fire damage for you. That's his bonus action. Takes a look at the field. Sees what Aoife's doing. Doesn't like that. Is gonna take a fire bolt at Aoife. Aoife, I think that's gonna hit. That's a 22 to hit. That is 12 fire damage.
Ouch.
That is bad.
It's a 2d.
I am not like
Down yet.
Hey.
Really close though.
Artificer, this is very frustrating. Nyla, you are up.
Okay, so
I'm fine.
how close is Aoife to me?
Close.
There's been a lot of moving parts, but you are 40 feet from the camp. She's about another 40 feet out. So, being on the donkey, starting to lead it back, so that you are 80 feet away at the moment. You still have your movement and everything, but
It's
currently
very fine.
80 feet.
It's fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
You're only
I'm
20
gonna
feet.
be
You're only 20 feet from the artificer.
Yeah, see, I'm not super worried about him right now. There's... Okay.
Hold on, without me.
I'll bring you up later. Okay, so Nyla is going to be really, really selfish and just go ahead and pull Channel Divinity and throw, because Nyla is down to a hit point.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Save yourself first, always. Put on your own mask before you put on the passengers.
Yeah.
That is the rule airlines say, yes.
But a single hit point. So Nyla's going to be selfish, clutch her holy symbol, and just be like, really, really sorry, Bahamut, I'm really, really sorry. It's like, please, and then just throw all 20 points of healing on herself.
Damn.
Amazing.
Because we did a short rest and we leveled up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and heal real quick there.
Yup.
Okay, do I have anything I can do as a fucking bonus action? Not really. Nothing that's going to be helpful in this moment. Ooh, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm also going to throw up Shield of Faith.
Nice.
Because I need to quit getting hit.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a
Alright,
good call.
and that's...
Are you using any movement to get down the hill more?
Yeah. I'm going to go get right up into melee with the Fartificer.
Gotcha. I mean, I gotta look something up. Nope, does not apply. Okay. That special feature requires a different trigger. Alright, getting right up on the Artificer. You two just kind of, like, just 10 feet up the path, basically, face to face with each other. Both kind of on fire. Hilarious. Ashy.
Yeah.
As you are up. There's a big combination of people jumping everybody that you would call a friend at the moment. So, yeah, take your pick on who to help out.
Who is in most danger?
Probably Aoife has, 2 swordsmen on her. Aoife or you, or Nyla. Twang's really fine, but otherwise, and if you took out the guy on Twang, then it'd free up Twang to go do other stuff, but,
I was planning on helping Aoife when the time came.
yeah. So there's lots of options.
I will shoot the one that Twang is fighting then.
Cool. Take the shot. I think you killed the last person you had hunters marked, I think. Which we forgot to roll the damage for that. Come to think of it. So you would move... You can use your bonus action to move the hunter's mark to someone else. So you can move your hunter's mark to this other target and then take your shot.
I will do that then.
Do the thing.
Doing the do.
4.
Oh.
Bruh.
Nope. Okay. No comedic failure.
Darn.
No. Shot goes wide. You could have sworn you hear Iguan mocking you, but you take a look over your shoulder. He's still passed out on your back. But shot misses. They are hunters marked at least.
Nice.
Just imagine she's like, bitch. She just looks around to see him still like, what? Oh.
Oh.
Anyone see that?
Oh. Sorry, unconscious guy. I just called you a bitch.
Picture later episodes of like strapping it in a way where you jiggle it so the jaw's like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to say that I just approve of these course of action. Fun times. We're all having a good time here. Everybody's about to die.
Yes, how fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. Twang, I believe you're up. You have one injured guy on you, and there are 2 people swarming Aoife. Everybody's really in a hard spot.
I'm debating my options here. I think if I don't disengage, I'll get attack of opportunity, but it would let me reach my surrounded friend quicker.
True. Or if you could drop the guy who you've already injured, then you'd be free to move over there and flurry of blows.
That is true.
Yeah.
Alright, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a swing at this fella in an attempt to put him down. And then, based on... What?
Just go down.
Just die. And D20.
Yeah. Go
Oh!
sleep. Go sleep. You climb up to choke him, and the gauntlets
does
are
not work.
awkward. You're expecting to just like crush the crush the windpipe, but instead it's just like it's coming off like a kobold hanging on the back of a fully grown man's neck. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Could be
Anything?
worse. Like, it could be worse. It could be like, oh, you go to like slap him or something, and instead you just like caress his face a little
I
bit.
just like
Yeah.
fall over.
Now I'm just
I should
uncomfortable.
have waited.
Oh boy.
Bonus action? You going for that flurry of blows?
I think I'm gonna have to burn one more key point, putting me down to one left to use for flurry of blows. I got 2 more tries to whack this guy.
Yup.
We will try. The first attack is
19.
19.
That's gonna hit.
And that would be my 1d4 plus my dex of 5, which would be 8.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? And like, sorry, let me just. And he just. And you.
Hang on, give me one moment.
He just looks back confused, thinking, this kobold can't possibly choke me out. And then crush and drops to the ground. You still have your movement and your other attack from Flurry of Blows.
Now, I am going to run over to Aphie, and as a Hands of Healing monk, I get to actually use... When you use Flurry of Blows, you can replace one of your unarmed strikes with a use of this feature without spending a key point for healing. So I am going to poke you on the side, and I'm going to
This time it is
roll
the caress.
This time it is... So this would be a d4 plus my wisdom mod, which would be a +3, healing you a total of 6 health.
Nice. Wonderful.
One of those major wounds, just like a hand brushes across it and it seals.
Clang just
kinda
very
like-
quick.
Retreat.
He just very quickly goes like, eh.
Oh my god. Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
I'm more
We should kill
imagining he.
Hmm?
I'm more imagining he quickly just runs up, jumps up, and just boops her on the nose like, "Eh."
You feel better now.
You're better now.
I do. Awesome. That is your turn, and you are backing up Aoife with those two. Aoife, you are up now.
Yeah. I have a question that I am confused by. When I took a level in Warlock and I leveled up another, I have like 3 spell slots for level 1, and then another slot next to it that says Pact Magic. What is that for?
You have your spell slots from Arcane Trickster, and then
Okay.
you have your spell slot, currently singular, from Warlock.
Mhm.
So the Warlock ones come back
Oh.
on a short rest. You currently have your Warlock spell slot, and then you have your Arcane Trickster spell slots.
Oh, I
spell-
see.
Yeah, some number of spell slots. I don't know. I haven't done
Yeah,
math
yeah.
on that in a while. But yeah, so they're sort of separate, but you're relatively interchangeable on what you want to use the slot to do. It's essentially like an energy pool that you're using, however.
Okay, that's cool.
And then cantrips, obviously, they're not using any spell slots. They're just, you burn them whenever.
Okay, that clears everything up. I was just like, why is that different? And also, it doesn't tell me what it does.
Always fun. But you should
Okay.
have some spells that you've selected that may give you a way out of your precarious situations.
Yeah.
Or you took stuff like talk to animals, and all you can do is give the donkey a pep talk.
Tell
Kick.
the donkey to
Kick.
kick people.
Oh,
Kick.
true.
I don't have that thing though. You attempted to use your three
I think it's just rangers and druids.
Mm.
or your
Wait, no, Zara used that in campaign 1.
wait. It is a trap. This could be really stupid.
Definitely.
I love stupid things.
Whatever, so just do it.
Yeah, I just don't know like the amount that I can do. Okay. I want to charm person one of them.
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you
I
do.
would like to try a charm person. on
The
one of
question
them.
is if you would like to charm the boss or one of the dudes.
I'm trying to get out of this without having to be. I don't have a lot, so
I will say
dudes.
you could probably get because charm person is not dominate person. You're not going to get them to fight for you.
Right, exactly, yeah.
It would just be like, if you had one of them attacking you, you'd be like, bro, and they'd be like, oh, sorry. And it would be one of those, like...
Does my man still have, heat metal on Nyla?
He does.
Yes.
He has not yet failed a
Okay.
concentration check due to some stuff and things.
I want to turn. How much do I have to hurt someone to make a concentration check? Okay. How much do I have to damage someone for them to make a concentration check?
Your cousin was being awkward. At all.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a funny interaction where magic missile deals damage 3 times.
Okay.
Which means 3 different chances to fail a concentration check.
Okay. Do I get out of this, or do I just do that? I am actually... Fuck! Okay.
I'm sorry, my 6 healing doesn't do much.
No, it's, like, it's good. I just, like... I think their damage, like, kind of ranges, like, 5 to a certain number, so, like, it wouldn't get me down if I got attacked one more time, but there's 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of choices.
So I will... bonus action disengage. And just get out of the area.
Just dashing away with the dragon egg.
Yeah.
You can say you still have your action, so you
can I use my action to... Oh. Yeah, because I still have my action. Okay, action... Oh, wait, well, does disengage then mean that I'm moving away, like, as well?
They just
like,
can't
how far do I get on that?
They just can't take this attacks of opportunity if you disengage.
Yeah.
You're burning that bonus action to make sure you're not going to get... that you're not in a position to get a free swings on you.
Yeah, for free swings on me.
Yeah.
But then I would still want to get away, because this is my turn. And they're probably, like, right after me.
But they also have Twang on them at the moment, so if they run after you,
will try
they have
to hold them off.
Yeah, they have to deal with Twang punching them in the kneecap if they try to run after you.
Yes, very violent punches.
Okay. I'm just gonna magic missile the boss guy, whatever. If I go down, I go down.
All right. You can still disengage and move away with your bonus action and movement. But you can use burn that.
I have movement. I just have movement and I have an action. I forgot that. Okay, we're good. Disengage, move away.
Tricky. It's fine.
Woo! Okay, and then I'm gonna still magic missile my dude though.
Do it.
But I would like to go.
So roll. You don't really need to roll separately, but it's 3d4 and plus 3 damage. And he has to make 3 concentration checks. That's
3.
a success. A success.
4.
And success.
Damn.
Jeez, that man's
He
concentrated.
does have he has an okay constitution, and then he has it as a proficiency because of the class. So it's a pretty good chance to make it. How much damage total?
Total of 10 damage.
10 damage. For... I finally have to actually roll something about something behind the scenes-y on that.
Oh no.
Fun fact.
It's probably not a fun fact.
The Artificer was down to 10 hit points last session when you all left him. And he got out of there. That's why he got out of there. Smart. Get out of there.
Right.
I have a rule about potions, which is you can use your action to drink it and get full healing, or your bonus action to drink it and roll the dice. So he did both, because he had 2 potions. So he got 10,
Oh.
and then he just drank the other one as a bonus action. So he was sitting on 25 hit points, which you have exactly met with the magic missile.
Oh.
You all watch the concentration end as the artificer falls unconscious right in front of Nyla.
Oh, nice.
And then Afa also can disengage and move away from the 2 that are drawn swords right next to you. He's not
Yeah.
dead, but he is unconscious on the ground in front of an ally.
Out.
Right.
For the time being.
And then so you disengage and move away, leaving Twang to deal with these melee folks.
For a bit, yeah.
For a sec.
Yeah.
For a hot sec.
Yeah. I can shoot. I can shoot.
There are half a dozen of them left. They all... Wow. 4 of them level crossbows at all of you, and then 2 of them with blades pointed at Twang, kind of move into like flanking position on Twang. But a couple of them go, whoa, hold on! And they look at all of you. How about a deal?
We tried to have a deal with you.
Can Twang just shake his head?
Twang shaking a head.
Twang does not want to deal.
We've dropped both of your bosses.
Can we just take what we're owed pay-wise and leave?
No.
Alright. So, combat resumes. The 2 flanking Twang take swings. Oh, wow. A 1 and a 5. That's a 10 total for the first one. That's a 21 on the other guy.
That one will do it.
That is 3 damage.
Well, I'm still relatively okay.
Alright. The 4 crossbow people is going to be 2 that aim at Nyla and 2 that aim at Afa. So Nyla, that's a 24 and a 20 to hit.
Okay, both of those are gonna hit.
That is 10 and 9 damage for 19 total. And 2 at Afa. That is a 10 and a 24. So the
24.
Yeah, 24
Would
to
do
hit
it.
for 5 damage.
Cool.
A lot of variance on those attacks. They go, oh, no negotiation. All right. Everything carnage begins again immediately. Nyla, you are up.
Alright, how close are the guys with the crossbows?
Roughly 20 feet from you.
Okay, cool, great. So,
20 to 30, they're staggered and taking shots at different people, but they're all grouped over there.
alright. Is it possible for me to maneuver with my 30 feet of movement to be able to hit both of the guys who shot at me with breath weapon?
Yeah, you could hit probably 3 of them with the 2 that hit you and 1 that hit Afa. You could catch 3 of them with your breath weapon, yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna do that. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yep. Go ahead and roll the D10 damage on that. Ah! Lost dice. Inability to find dice. That's a 14 on both of those. Two 14s and a 19 on the saves.
Okay, so they all save.
Gotcha. So half damage.
And I rolled a 9.
9 halved to 4. So half of the guys remaining now are all pretty heavily wounded.
Okay, that's interesting to me. All right, so that was my action and bonus action. You know it, you love it. Let's go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Nice. You gonna whack somebody right away?
Yeah.
Is that a 10 to hit?
It's not gonna hit.
Yeah.
No.
Is this the head of Bahamut eating people? Or nice. It gets the dirt next to one of them. Resolve quickly fading. But that's Nyla's turn. Ashy, you are still up there. 2 melees on Twang, and then the 4 archers being harrowed by Nyla.
I'm gonna try again on getting one of the guys on Twang.
Nice. Go for it. Packs the shot in, sets it up, takes aim.
Oh no.
11 is not going to do it. Goes wide. Scatters through the dust and grit in the ground. Anything else, or just staying up in your perch, taking sniper shots?
Yeah, I'll just stick to that.
It'd be really devastating if you did hit, because it's a D12 plus a D6 for Hunter's Mark plus 4. So it would be it'd be a series of one-shots whenever they hit.
That would be a minimum of 11, yeah.
Yeah. There'd be auto deaths going on the field.
Ouch.
Twang, you are flanked, but it's just these 2 guys. And then
Well, he is going to rely on his good old-fashioned He's gonna need some English first.
The knee capper.
My favorite weapon.
Can we dub him the Shin Slicer?
The shin slicer, sure.
Sure. He will follow through on his name, turn to one of them with his short sword, and make an attack roll. Doing 8, and that would be plus 7, which would be 15.
That does hit.
Nice. So I will roll my 1d6. And that would be plus 5. That would be 10.
10 will do it.
Wonderful.
Ching! You hear the clang of the blade hitting something, realizing it's halfway through bone, and that guy's out of commission. Still technically, conscious, I guess, but functionally unconscious, which is pretty much just yelling about the state of his leg.
I'm content with that. I will burn my final key point for Flurry of Blows on this other fella near me.
Nice.
And I will attempt to get him as well. For the first roll, we are... no. The first roll is a no. The second roll is not a no.
That'll hit.
And that would be a 1d4 paired with a 5 coming in for 8.
Heavily wounded. You punch him. You jump up and punch him right in the throat. He's like, having trouble maintaining oxygen flow, but still technically conscious and awake and able to swing a sword.
Twang will just stare at him.
Aoife, you can, as you are guiding these animals away, you've seen the tide of the battle turn sharply with that barrage of magic missiles, where there's 3 heavily injured archers who are now face to face with Nyla, 1 extremely injured swordsman in front of Twang, and then 1 other guy who was just outside the cone of flames, just nervously reloading the crossbow.
One outside the cone of flames.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead. Can I bonus action hide?
You're right next to a forest. Yeah, you could duck behind a tree pretty easy.
Yeah, just so I can get an advantage when I crossbow and try to hit That guy.
Yeah.
Not crossbow, short bow. Sorry.
Sure. Go for it. So make your stealth check.
That should do it. I mean, my stealth is +5, so 14
14
is not.
is just enough to do it. Yeah.
Sweet.
You just had to beat his passive perception. So.
Iguana's down. I don't care about the.
Yeah. The iguana is down. Iguan is well, technically Iguan is the highest elevation at the moment as he got left up the mountain.
Yeah.
Or no, he's
Shut up.
on the back of Ashy of the top of the hill.
Really taking those dad jokes seriously.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. And then it's
Sneak attack and
a 21 to hit.
21 to hit is a hit. So and then the damage is
1d6 plus 3
and plus 2d6 for sneak attack.
Oh right. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, how much fun that was. All right. 6 plus 8 plus 5 is 13 damage.
And it doesn't matter here, but I think if you check your Genie Warlock feature for the extra bludgeoning damage, I think it might say when you hit with an attack.
Ah, okay.
Which is great for Eldritch Blast, but also great for just when you happen to hit with other attacks.
Awesome.
So I believe that makes it 15 damage. More than enough, just fully one-shot. There's a weird sight to everybody else where the arrow, like, you're used to Aoife nailing a shot with an arrow. You're not used to the impact noise that happened. There's the usual, like, shh, but then a punch that you weren't expecting in the chest, and the body, like, flies back, which you usually just crumble when she lands an arrow, but a little extra oomph on it.
Like that.
Yo. So that's bonus action, action, and a little bit of movement burnt to make the hide happen, but yeah, you can kind of move to another perch, or you can get back on the donkey to make sure it doesn't move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Yup.
And that is.
You are all set on that. There are 3 left on the archer end. It's a quick insight check. Nyla, if they gave up, would they live?
It's a really, really good question.
Right.
I don't.
Make a deception check for me.
Well, hold on.
Because it's possible you don't even have to answer if they just do what they do. No, I'm gonna need to know.
Well, here's the thing, though. So Nyla is after that last barrage. Yeah, Nyla's back down to 2 hit points. So
Right.
Yeah.
She mad.
she might be more willing to negotiate at this stage. She's hurt.
Just don't be.
Stuff.
The 3 at Nyla, partially on fire, with the giant spiritual dragon head there. They do get the read that Nyla's heavily injured. The 3 of them drop crossbows, pull swords, and draw them on Nyla. With the last one over at Twang still sword tip but barely conscious. And Twang being like, looks back, see the situation, and goes, "Just let us take our pay and leave. You can have the rest. Dragon eggs, all of it. The artificer, all of his fancy gadgets."
But I can take your pay for myself.
Does anyone else speak for the group?
I'm not the negotiator. I'm the one that healed you. I've been doing a good job so far. Would you like to see more?
No, that's what I'm saying. We would like to leave.
That's no fun.
You can see over his shoulder the 3 blades on Nyla, ready to start stabbing.
She's just gonna yell down, it's like, Twang, I recommend stop talking.
So if you leave, you won't stab my friend.
Correct.
Okay, fine.
They turn to look over at Aoife, who hasn't had a chance to rehide yet. Like, that was insane what you just did to that man. Can we just take our coin and go?
I'm all for it.
On the mountain, you good to stop sniping us and let us get out of here?
She's just gonna give us thumbs up.
And you, miss?
I didn't want this to turn violent in the first place. I'm not even really sure
I did.
how we got here. Yeah, you can go.
Much appreciated. One kind of cautiously backs away from Twang.
He will just stare daggers into this man.
Just leans down, grabs the coin purse off the artificer. It's like, all right, and they just kind of one at a time, kind of grab their like personal crossbows and get them loaded. They just kind of keep aim, and they all back off into the forest. They back away slowly. Back away slowly. Get behind the tree line. And just start running.
Yeah.
That's the last
I
one.
wanted to throw. I wanted to throw a dart so badly.
I
You
immediately.
can't do that. I need to sit down.
As tempting as it was, he valued Nyla's life more than committing more murder.
Additional murder.
Additional
If
murders.
Aoife looks around, can Aoife find any health potions?
Make an investigation check for me.
I shall do that.
Yeah, can I check like the people in my immediate vicinity?
Yeah, there's a bunch of downed people.
the 3 dead people.
17.
17. You check pockets mostly. Instead of just like laying around the campsite. But you do eventually find 2 empty vials on the artificer on like a side
Okay.
pouch.
2
It's like they
And
were
you said
recently drank.
investigation.
2. I just take the vials because I like bottles.
Sure.
You said investigation, right?
Indeed.
Okay, that would only be a 16 then.
Okay. Between the two of
Can
you, you kind of start laying out an itinerary, making an itinerary of the all of the stuff available to you. Ashley, what were you saying?
Can I,
Inventory.
before going down, just make sure they truly run off and aren't just like hiding?
Yeah. You
The peop-
kind of make a perception check for me.
Gotcha.
I go and tie up the artificer.
Perception.
Gotcha.
Is -1, so it'd be a 14.
14. You watched them leave, and you saw the vegetation in the general area they were going move, as though there were people running through it. You have a pretty good sense they just kept going. Put as much distance between them and you all as possible.
Alright.
You have and you know that crew, they got their coin. Their leaders are gone, but they got their coin. They're just, at this point, they're happy to have gotten out alive with money. On to their next venture in life is essentially what their mentality would be. As
Alright.
you all move and stack things... Oh man, Artificer still had like 3 spell slots. You start tying up the artificer. He is... He's dead.
Oh.
Okay, I stopped.
You start tying him up,
Oh.
get the wrist pulled together, get the legs, and then you're like, all right, and then go to lift up to see if you need to gag him, and you realize he's just dead.
Oh shit, that's disgusting.
You do watch as he expires, runes all down the plate armor glow and seem to turn as all of the armor loosens suddenly and is able to be taken off.
Very.
I don't use
Well.
armor.
That's true. But
I look
you...
for the rest of his pockets.
Gotcha. Various spell components you find. There's some kind of a spell focus that you don't really recognize for a second until you realize it is a fancy set of thieves' tools.
Ooh.
Yeah. They are put together in an odd way where you didn't even recognize them at first. But in the way that somebody might have a bag of tools and then they get handed like a multi-tool and you're like, oh, and then you start to like recognize all the little parts.
They better than my parts?
I mean, it's another set and they're a little higher quality than yours. Not to a different functionality, they're just nicer.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
There's in a pouch you find a candle hook with a candle on it that is lit. You pull it out of the pouch and you're like, wait, what? And then realize there is a permanent magic flame cast on the candle. It shines like a torch, and it's just a permanent magic flame.
Okay. Lit candle.
His grappling hook is smashed. He had to leave his rope behind. He has a shield, full plate armor, a set of climbing gear. There are 4 sets of like pirate gear, where like short swords and light crossbows. There are... I will find... list. Where'd you go? Come back to me, please. There you are. Between all of the people still there, you find 20 silver pieces. You get the sense that, or you remember from talking to people last time, that the other half of their pay was with the artificer, which is what the guys grabbed before they took off. So
Okay.
they got away with that.
Makes
Wait, so
sense.
Yeah.
It's 20 in total, or like
20 silver
for everyone.
pieces
Total. Yeah, so we'll each guess, like, what, 5?
5 silver.
Whatever silver pieces mean to you.
Pocket change for the crew.
Mhm.
Probably waiting to get paid after the job. Now, you all are also seeing the 2 pack mules that have sacks with their food. There's camping supplies, bedrolls, and tents and such, as well as 4 dragon eggs of different crystal types.
Fuck, we have to climb that mountain again. No.
Yeah, let's do that in the morning.
We should rest.
I vote we take these things, make camp just behind the tree line, and let's go back up in the morning.
Yes.
Aoife, you hear a voice in your head as you all kind of make camp. Say,
Yeah.
"You did well, little acolyte. Quite well. You can set the children off to the side. By the large oak. Quickly now."
I just go and do that.
Yeah, you all watch Aoife just kind of eyes go blank for a second, and then grab the satchels of the dragon eggs and take them over by one of the large trees nearby, and then back off. Before anybody can really say anything about it, 4 large Lionels, who are these dragon-like flying. They could be trained as mounts for armed, paladins and such if they had an affinity for dragons. They all land. Each picks up one of the eggs and then takes off flying up towards the Dracovum.
Oh, okay.
Ask why we couldn't have a couple of them to go down the mountain. Ask that real quick.
Look, the Eagles got plans. They got their own taxes to do. Middle Earth liability insurance on a fully conscious race of burned people.
God. That if any of the Fellowship had a connection with Mandos, then that would probably be different. But they didn't. She does.
Very recent connection, and she's just done something good.
This would be a bum moment.
Yep. The thought of riding them occurs to you for half a second till you remember the guy that got dropped from the stratosphere.
But that guy didn't have a god commanding them.
Not quite a god anymore.
Can I just take a moment to play off Twang's flaw of the fact that he enjoys the physical presence of these people? He has a soft spot for dragons, and all these dragons thus far have left him in a day. the man needs a minute. He just saw all these different dragons come around and stuff. He's just taking a moment
One of those, like,
to appreciate
yes,
everything.
There's a lot.
I like today.
The thoughts of getting the mural painted for your place of all the horse dragons with the lady dragons, and then Twang just sitting there like, I saved everyone.
I saved one person.
Yeah.
That counts.
Alrighty.
We'll ignore that Twang's failed slap started a fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's true. The double nat 1 slap.
is what started the whole
The
thing.
double ones.
We'll
just
ignore
kicks
that's
it
what
off.
caused people to be in danger.
I've got to respect
Well-
double ones and its ability
Well,
to instigate.
Well, you guys have to remember that I have a natural disadvantage while Nyla is within 10 feet, because realize the moment I left her presence, I did just fine.
Right.
He
Also,
has a soft
like-
spot. He can't help it.
It did, but also like we did end up getting all of the things instead.
Right, yeah.
We won.
It's true. So you
So-
all are looking at the pretty much a shield full plate. Everything else is kind of class specific and fades away with the death of the creator. The runes go dull on the full plate. It is now a mundane full plate. Same with the shield. It never came up because no one ever hit him in melee. But there was sort of a spring-load enchantment on it to like launch people away from him if he ever got hit in melee. But people always just ran up to him and then
That's
stopped.
awesome.
Artificers,
That's awesome.
yeah. And yeah, the mind sharpener for the concentration checks doesn't keep. So, yeah.
Nice.
Question, I guess mostly for Nyla. Does Nyla want to repurpose that armor?
Yeah.
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 Kind of looking at it and just go, this could still be useful. Kind of fold it up, put it in one of the... I will say there's a bunch of extra, because there's 4 or 6 or so, 6 to 8 travelers all got dropped in this last day. There's a bunch of different like equipment packs and backpacks and bedrolls and take your pick of the
Heck yeah.
mundane traveling equipment. But you all essentially gather up the gear that you can. You even have some pack mules to help your journey back.
We put Iguana on a pack. Well, what are we gonna do with this boy?
True. You're getting to the point where you're gonna have to decide because the hour of
He's gonna wake up.
recovery is gonna be up soon, where he will be awake. I guess then you can decide what to do.
Yeah.
So you all wait for him to regain consciousness, and sure enough, as you all are organizing all the gear, getting it situated to start making the trek back to town, you see an eye open, blink, two eyes open, like a feel around the tongue.
Oh, well, look what we got here.
Tooth goes off into the bushes. Hello, Manches. I see. Looking at the bodies of his crew and his partner, and go. I see we did not win the day.
No,
Oh,
not at all.
No, you did not.
well, tied up, kind of just sits up. Goes. I see. Why am I alive? Is a wonderful question.
Torture.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm
no.
kidding.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Completely unnecessary, I assure you, on all levels. I have no incentive to lie or to withhold information.
Well,
Ashley's just gonna
Ashley,
like
got some questions.
after he says that, Ashley's kind of like used like the musket to kind of like rest her arms on and be like, "You're also unarmed."
Noted.
and tied up, so
Real quick, before we continue, did we ever check up on that one fella that saved us earlier that kind of maybe died?
the pilgrim.
I was about to say I
Like-
don't.
Everybody's like halfway through packing up the whole camp and go, "The Pilgrim!"
And Twang just like run up there real quick.
I'm gonna roll a percentage
Did
here.
he have any health potions on him? For himself. I was gonna give it to him.
Okay.
He did not.
Yeah,
He
but
is-
He could be like, "Thanks, man."
You go quickly run over and check him and goes, he's dead. And then, what do you have on him? And then you check, he is missing an amulet you remember him having. And,
Oh no.
and then quickly checking his pockets, nothing. Nothing of
Oh,
note or
no.
of value. There is a... There is a book written in Draconic, which would normally be a question mark of if anyone can read it.
Hello.
You know.
The
I
unanimous...
think everyone here does.
Yeah, the unanimous, everyone shares a secondary language is always fun.
Yippee!
It is it is part of a copy of a history of draconic deities. I would say Nyla passive, like a passive religion check, is familiar with the original tome. It's a make a religion check for me for more details.
I toss it to her. Looks like your kind of religion bullshit thing.
I don't like religion.
It looks a little thicker than you remember. And it's just, you remember it being kind of a hard to get through, theorizing and religious study kind of thing. I'd say Aoife being the one who kind of rushed over to check. Flipping through it, there's history of draconic deities, creation myth of dragons and the world, and then going into, as you get into the back, the handwriting goes from a route copying to an original notes kind of thing, so it looks like he was using the back of it to kind of journal his own ideas.
Oh, he was a nerd.
Yeah, super hardcore.
And he's dead, like he's gone.
Fully dead. Nothing there to work
Okay.
with. which is only a momentary inconvenience for questions getting answered, depending on how gross you want to get.
Could Twang
Decapitations and
bury
burial.
him by any chance?
There's camping gear, including a shovel or two, so Twang could get to work making an appropriate hole.
Twang actually looks notably upset because he did kind of indirectly kill this guy.
Mm.
And while the other murders were self-defense, quote unquote, this one was completely his fault.
Mm. Indeed. Shoveling away dirt and gravel and setting up some large rocks to use as toppers. You get ready as Aoife flips through this book. Aoife, give me an investigation check.
I think it's probably the plus 2. 16.
Ooh. In the back, you hear, or you read. I'm tired also.
Oh, okay.
The book is talking?
In the back, you see notes of the ultimate collision of interests and powers between the draconic deities around the time of like separating all of the gods from the material plane. There was Bahamut kind of embodying selflessness and justice, and the legions that followed that. Tiamat representing and embracing selfishness and lack of order on everything. And then you have Sardir, the last of like the gem dragon gods, the ruby dragon, as like a third pillar, keeping the other two from fully engaging in combat, kind of doing I'm going to be on the side of whoever doesn't strike first kind of situation. But Sardir being smout from the world, not risen with the other gods, but destroyed. There are conclusions written about whether or not Bahamut teamed up with Tiamat to destroy Sardir, to not have the question always looming.
Huh.
To not have the possibility of chaos or the possibility of defeating the selfishness of Tiamat. But both of them, instead of a third pillar saying everybody be chill, be the other two pairing up to just destroy that one so they could then concentrate on each other. The theories seem odd and pieced together from other works and to be taken with a bit of a grain of salt, as difficult to confirm unless you had some sort of direct line to one of these three entities to try to confirm details of it. So who knows when that could happen.
I just I kind of eye Nyla as I pocket the book.
Right.
Unrelated. I think I was driving and I saw someone with their license plate had when they made their own license plate, it said Tiamat on the back and there was like a little dragon thing on someone's
The one personalized license plate we can get behind.
They're got it.
Yeah. I guess technically all personalized license plates we can get behind.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get to work. You're not gonna be like, oh, not this guy. Like, swerve off the road, but... we are all feeling the effects of sleep necessities, I believe, to a degree. Myself as much as anyone else. You all are going to be having a arrival back to town with coin in hand and options to spend it coming up, as well as interpersonal interactions of various NPCs that Aoife in particular have going on back at town to be, relatively concerned about. So, plan for that. Any shenanigans you want to get back in civilization, not fighting the attackers and servants of gods on mountaintops, but shopping episode. Just remember, you are not safe in a shopping episode.
Oh no. The Karen boss.
Credit card
The
debt,
Karen.
it'll get you every time.
Yeah. The Karens are trolls.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Until next time, do keep in mind that the safe word is holy. And we'll see you next time.